Good morning. You just stole my thunder.
Go on.
Exactly what I was ringing about. This is not a living wage. This is just another George Osborne ploy who managed to rebrand it the national living wage. And guys like yourself have spent all day spouting national living wage.
Well, Roger, let me say, I mean, just in case people don't understand some of the background to what you're saying, there is an organisation called the Living Wage Foundation.
Exactly.
And for a long time, they have tried to establish what would be a living wage both in London and outside of London.
And it's considerably higher than what Mr Osborne has been giving people. And he has rebadged his minimum wage, or the minimum wage that was introduced by the Labour government. He's rebadged it as a national living wage, and you have all in the media bought into it.
Well, except Roger, let me say though, if the government calls it the national living wage, and that is in law what it is called, then we don't.
Your job is to question that.
Well, we may question it. We may question it when a minister comes on, but nevertheless, if that's its name, isn't that what we're supposed to call it? No. You buy into the whole concept of it. The more you repeat something, the more the public will believe it, and that's what they rely on. Well, Roger, all I'm saying to you is if it's called by the government of the day, whichever political stripe that government is, if it's called the national living wage, we can have debates like this about whether it truly is a living wage, but surely we are obliged to call it by its proper name.
No, you're not. It was a minimum wage. It's a minimum wage. That's exactly what it is. It is the minimum wage that you are legally allowed to pay an employee over the age of 25. It is not a living wage. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's what the government have called it that because it makes them look better. It's not. It is not a living wage. It's not over £8 an hour for outside of London.
Well, it's interesting. As I say, the Living Wage Foundation coined this phrase. Their notion of a living wage outside of London would be, at the moment, £8.25 an hour, so £1 an hour more than the government has laid by law, and £9.40 in London. Yeah.
And this government are now riding on the coattails of that, saying, look, we've introduced a national living wage. Really?
Roger, great to hear from you. Thank you very much indeed. Nice feisty call. Very happy to take a few of those.